Patch is actually a threat, in my opinion, to all of us, because he challenges all of us to give more. And I mean, we have a society that's built on me, you know, how can I be prettier, happier, more successful? What can I get? The bigger boat, the bigger house. So he's a threat to all of us because he's a radical revolutionary in terms of his way of thinking. He believes it's about giving and not getting. And I believe we've built a society far too much, and I'm, you know, guilty as charged, but it's more about getting than giving.
I didn't want a goofy doctor movie. It's there's no message, and I love the goofy part, but the world definitely needs images from the media that are positive and that have some encouragement to follow your dreams and some stimulation to help and to bring hope to our society.
More of that. I want to learn about people. I want to help them with their troubles.
That's what I do.
But you suck at it.
Patch's concerns about Hollywood types and about getting involved in an industry that was really about exploitation and about taking the kind of going to the lowest common denominator, if you will, were very real.
Called me and 5 or 6 producers. I come out, all this lineup, and I'm going, oh God, oh God, oh God, what's happening to me? I take up one offer, and I won't say who it was, but I actually was lining them up. I was going, okay, I need this hospital. The first one I come out for, it was everything that the player was all about, everything oily about the profession. I come out there, they pick me up in a Rolls Royce, put me up in probably the nicest and most expensive hotel. I mean, the seduction was working to the max. They take me over to the office, and there were 4 or 5 people. They all had the gold chains, and there wasn't a real human being in the room. I could just see they were just seeing dollar signs, and I wasn't a human. I was a product, like a candy bar or something. And I said, get me out of here. Get me out of here. This is not me.
He called me and he said, I've got this book out and some people are beginning to express interest in it, people from your industry, and I don't know if I can trust them. And I know you. What do you think we try to do something together?
I said, Mike, please help me. I need help, and I don't want to totally sell out. So he says, okay, I'll read the book and see what's possible. And he read it and says, I want to do the movie.
We want to tell a story that has to do with the medical establishment and use the Patch Adams character as the individual, the protagonist in this story, and to show how the dehumanization has occurred, show how the desensitization has occurred, and show how one nonconformist can sort of turn things over. And he loved that idea.
Certainly what I told Mike was, Mike, it has to build our hospital. How can we have a movie about our life and spend the huge sums that movies make and not have it build our hospital?
We'll use humor to heal pain and suffering. Doctors and patients will work side by side as peers. There'll be no titles, no bosses. People will come from all over the world to fulfill their dream of helping other people. There'll be a community where joy is a way of life, where learning is the highest aim, where love is the ultimate goal. Huh? You have all that?
Patch, no.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I know it's not going to be an easy road, but you said anything worth doing is difficult.
Look, I'm not like you, Patch. I want the white coat. I want people to call me doctor more than anything. I want the recognition.
And you get it every day in the eyes of patients you're helping.
For me, what was important about the movie is that it had ideas of humor as a context to help prevent burnout in serving others. That not joke for joke's sake, but creating an air and an atmosphere of levity and humor so that working hard to help make the world a better place is fun to do and not a sacrifice for your life, but in fact a jubilant thrill to help others.
Bee kisses. The crew was all aware of what was going on. The kids themselves were aware of what was going on. The cast was aware of what was going on. And in moments like that, when joy is created, spontaneous joy is created, I believe that healing happens.
Their parents seem to say that it really lifted their spirits, which is what Patch is all about. The clowning and connection and music and art and all these other things that normally aren't associated with medicine can have great healing effect. And why not use it?
It was a brilliant stroke because it not only lent a sense of authenticity to the picture, but it also lent a sense of possibility to those people who were making the picture that said, you know, what we're talking about here is a way to do medicine that can make these kids' lives brighter. I think the important thing for people to remember, the audience and everybody associated with this to remember, is that it's based on a true story. The facts as they are laid out in the story, most of them are based in Patch's reality, but they are, some of them are extrapolations, some of them happen at different times, some of them happened with different people, some of the people are compilations. All of that is a requisite for making a motion picture where you fit a whole person's life into a 2-hour, a movie.
The movie is really an inspired by story. It's not exactly Patch's life, but just about everything that happens in the movie happened to Patch, just over a longer period of time. We took the poetic license of shortening the period of time that it took to evolve this character. It's obviously, it's connected. It's a connected sort of energy that's created.
Stop laughing! Truman, I see you! State your name, who the hell are you?
The context actually that I was looking for was happy, funny, loving, cooperative, and creative. That those were the requirements of my staff. That those 5 qualities, if I knew that you entered an environment, an architecture that had those 5 qualities, that great medicine would happen whether you were cured or not.
There's too many things that we can't explain yet, too many things we can't quantify, put numbers on. And because I think we're dealing with human beings, and we are, we are physical, but we also have spirit. We like to laugh. We enjoy joy, and those things help to heal us. So if you're just trying to quantify it and say, take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning, I don't think you've probably dug deep enough.
That's why from the very beginning we integrated medicine with performing arts and crafts and agriculture and nature, education, recreation, social service, as again, context for doing medicine.
It's very cleanly about a man who discovered that laughter is often the best medicine. And that was a very radical concept when he discovered it. Now we know about Norman Cousins, we know about the endorphins and all the scientific evidence. It didn't exist back in the 60s and 70s when Patch was forming this philosophy. So I think it's very cleanly about a man that discovers the medicinal values of laughter and compassion.
Just getting a few laughs, sir. And the American Journal of Medicine has found that laughter increases secretion of catecholamines and endorphins, which in turn increases oxygenation of the blood, relaxes the arteries, speeds up the heart, decreases blood pressure, which has a positive effect on all cardiovascular and respiratory ailments, as well as overall increasing the immune system response.
Smart clown, huh?